Hello, this is Xivision. I don't care how you say my name, but I'm sorry for the quality. I'm still figuring out how, you know, YouTube works, how recording works. Still don't know how everything works. I've tweaked some settings so that you have a better vision of what I'm doing. But as I'm gonna say soon, you're gonna see the full video. I'm not gonna edit my videos, so anything what you hear here is just my raw opinions, something that people can, I guess, how would I say it, relate to. And I hope you know, like what you hear, or I don't really care. This is more for me, but also for people, that are going through some tough times. Alright, I'm out. So, I have a very clear direction for this channel, I guess. This channel is gonna be just me talking about life stuff. I can't really talk about people face to face. I always had trouble telling people how I felt, mainly because of me not knowing why I felt a certain way. There's a very clear reason for that. I never really felt connected to people. Now, sure, I have friends. I've got two best friends. One of them I met in preschool. I've been his friend for about 10 years now, and the other I met in middle school. I've been his friend for coming up on 5 years now. And they are the only people I ever really talk to, but outside of school, I don't really like seeing them. I'm not sure why, but I never really felt connected to anyone. Ever since I was a kid, I was never really good with people. I always had problems with them. They didn't really like me. And in preschool, it was my only friend when I named him Mike. So Mike has been with me. We've been friends for a long time now, about 10 years. And he's a good person. Like, I feel comfortable with him. I don't have to hide who I am when I'm with him. But I, for some reason, still do. I'm not sure why. Like, even with, I guess, love life, I never really wanted a girlfriend. I never really paid attention to women in a romantic way. I never really cared about that. Sure, I had my crushes, but I was never really serious about being with them, right? It's always been that way. I've always been like this. But for some reason it bothers me that I've been like this for so long. Now I'm 18 now, I'm gonna be 19 in a couple of weeks. And I don't know, the birthdays don't excite me anymore. Nothing really excites me anymore. Like, even playing this game, it doesn't really excite me. I just play it just to pass my time. And both of my friends keep telling me just act normal, just be a bit more lively, smile to people. When I'm walking with my friend, not Mike, let's call my other friend, I don't know, Cooper. I walk with Cooper, right? We walk at the mall. And when I walk with him, he sees how I'm with customers, and now I don't, I don't mouth off to customers. I don't yell at them. I'm talking to them, and I have normal conversations, but I don't talk to them with emotion or passion. I just talk to them like I'm like this. Just, I guess, dead. Then he tells me, oh, lighten up, smile to them. And I really never really understood why. I don't like them. I don't like people. I hate people. I never liked people. I'm not sure why I've always disliked people, disliked being around people. I don't like traveling. I like being at home, safe. I don't have to think about what to tell people. I don't have to interact with anyone. But, you know, to succeed in life, I obviously have to be outside. I need a job, I need to make money. Now I'm fortunate enough to not have to work, but I want to. I want to be independent. I've always been independent. I never really shared my feelings with my parents. I never fully shared my feelings with anyone. And about my love life, when I met her, let's call her. Her name keeps bumping into my mind every time I think about her. Let's call her June. So when I met June, I met her through Cooper's friend. They used to date, and I was never really close to him. I never liked him. He was a bit of a fucked up person, you know, mentally. He was nice, but you know, I could tell something was wrong with him, and a couple years later, I find out that there is something wrong with him. But that's besides the point. He gave me her Instagram. I texted her, and we hit it off. And you know, in the first 6 months, it was nice. You know, she was very nice. She was very loving. But she never initiated contact. Never really. Sure, she was clingy. She would text me a bunch, but she would never ask me to hang out. She would never try to see me. And I never really understood why. And one day I asked her, hey, why do you never ask me if we want to hang out? And she says, oh, because everyone always asks me, so I'm just not used to it. I said, alright, so next time we meet, you know, you're gonna have to ask me if you want to hang out, because it's been 6 months and I'm the only one initiating, you know, conversations, meetings. And I got tired of it one day. So I told her that, and she said, okay, don't expect much, because I'm probably not gonna ask you if you want to hang out, because I don't do that. And she was right. We took her about 2 weeks to ask me to hang out, and by then I felt like something was wrong. Until she told me one day that she doesn't feel anything towards me. I wasn't sure how to feel about that, because that was, you know, first ever girlfriend, first everything, first kiss, first hug, really. I never liked when people touched me. Only, you know, only Cooper and Mike. I only allow them to touch me, you know, when we dap each other up, or, you know what I mean. So to hear her say that, yeah, she doesn't feel anything towards me anymore, kind of crushed me. But for some reason I took it easily. I'm not sure how to say it. I just told her, okay, if you feel that way, then we can't be together. And then I asked her for how long she felt like this, and she said for 2 months. So we were together for 6 months, and on that mark, she, you know, on the 6-month mark, she didn't feel anything. So by that point, we were together for 2 months, and every day she'd say how much she loved me and how much she appreciated me, when in reality she really didn't. And so, you know, I told her, if you feel this way, then we can't be together. And we took a break, but then we came back together after a few days of not talking. We decided to try again, and it was fine. You know, when I say fine, and she said that she really does feel something towards me. She cares about me. And, you know, everything looks so fine after that. Until once again, 6 months go by. And she says that for 4 months she doesn't feel anything again, that she lied to me. Even though I told her that if she feels a certain way, just tell me. I'm not gonna be mad. Life happens. You don't feel something towards me. Tell me. Don't lead me on. Right? That's fucked up. And she said she was scared to tell me, which I'm not sure why I was good to her. I never made her feel invalidated when she felt a certain way. I always listened. But I don't think that was enough for her. And so we took another break. By that point, oh, that's a voice crack. By that point, you know, she told me she didn't feel anything towards me a couple of days before I turned 18. And I was flying to Czech Republic with my family, you know, for holidays. Not holidays, as a, you know, birthday gift for my parents. And I came up to them, I told them what happened with her. And they asked me what I want to do, and I said, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I do love her. And so we took another break when I was in the Czech Republic. We didn't speak until I texted her again. A couple days later, I asked how she's doing. She says fine, and we start speaking again. And then everything was fine. No, she began initiating contact, called me every single day. Until she didn't. That was when I told her, okay, one last time we're gonna meet. I'm gonna give you your stuff back that you made me. And then I'm breaking up with you. This is me again. After what you watched, if you watched everything. I'm gonna make a follow-up video soon. In a few days, maybe 2-3 days. I am flying soon. I'm not gonna say where, but I am flying soon. So you might not see much activity from me, but I just want to say it's really difficult for me to talk about my feelings so openly because I don't do it. Ever. Not really. So right now my speech may not be clear because I'm mumbling a lot. But as time goes on, I'm sure I'm gonna feel a lot more comfortable talking about myself so openly. And I hope you stay to witness this journey because I do want to be more social, even though I hate it and I don't like people. I still have to. So I hope you all have an amazing day or night. All right, goodbye.